Welcome back to the channel where we help sales leaders recruit, coach, and keep the very best salespeople. If you want to know exactly how to match a salesperson's personality to the role they'll thrive in, you're in the right place. Today we're looking at 2 traits from the CTS Sales Profile that combine to tell you how quickly someone wants results and how much they want to work on their own terms. These are deadline motivation and independent spirit. Put them together and you can predict whether a salesperson will thrive with autonomy or need close direction, and whether they'll push for results quickly or take a more measured pace. Now, the 2 traits in plain terms: deadline motivation that is high, urgent, restless, results now mindset. Low equals methodical, steady, prefers long-term objectives. Independent spirit that is high, someone that's self-directed, resists close supervision, and prefers freedom. When it's low, they thrive with clear direction, structure, and accountability. Now let's combine them. High deadline motivation and high independent spirit, the maverick closer. Fast, self-directed, and thrives without micromanagement. Perfect for entrepreneurial sales roles or large territories where reps manage their own pipeline. The risk: they can resist company systems and processes or skip important compliance steps. High deadline motivation and low independent spirit is the loyal charger. They're urgent and driven but prefer clear guidance and structure. They excel when given specific goals, scripts, and step-by-step processes. Risk: may stall if left without direction or frequent check-ins. Low deadline motivation plus high independent spirit, the independent planner, prefers working alone at a steady pace with long-term objectives, and they're best in consultative sales where building complex solutions takes time. The risk: they can resist urgency even when the market demands faster action. Low deadline motivation and low independent spirit, that's the cooperative, steady hand, steady paced, and thrives in a well-defined team environment. Perfect for stable accounts, inbound sales, or service roles with predictable workflows. The risk is they struggle in a competitive, fast-changing market. I worked with a sales rep named Marcus, who had high independent spirit but very low deadline motivation. He loved working on his own, setting his own schedule, and developing accounts in his own way, with his own process and his own creative methods. But he was in a role that demanded high daily activity, multiple in-person calls, frequent follow-ups, and quick closes. And instead of hitting the street early, Marcus would spend hours crafting proposals, researching accounts, and perfecting his approach. While other reps were turning in same-day deals, Marcus was still thinking about how to position his offer. Eventually, we moved him into a role managing a smaller number of high-value accounts with long sales cycles. There, his independence and methodical approach became assets instead of liabilities, and his sales numbers finally matched his potential. The takeaway for sales leaders: match the speed with autonomy needs. High deadline motivation and high independent spirit is best in autonomous, results-driven roles with minimal oversight, where high deadline motivation and low independent spirit is best in structured, fast-paced teams with clear direction. Low deadline motivation, high independent spirit, best in independent, long-cycle sales environments, and low deadline motivation and low independent spirit is best in predictable, team-driven settings, providing supporting help with clear rules. Misalignment here can cause either frustration with oversight or underperformance when autonomy isn't paired with urgency. Deadline motivation and independent spirit can tell you whether a salesperson will thrive with freedom or structure, and how quickly they'll push for results, especially when in remote territories with minimal supervision or close at hand, where supervision is always present. Get this match right, and you'll have happier reps, better performance, and lower turnover. If you found this helpful, check out our other videos where we break down the rest of the CTS traits and show you how to recruit and coach the very best salespeople. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.